Hello, everyone. I'm Charlie Tolhurst, and welcome to the Mottormania Podcast for today, the 26th of January, live on YouTube. So, I thought I'd do the podcast tonight. Please like and subscribe to my channel, Chaz the Squash, and alert you when new videos come online. And I just want to say, guys, today's podcast is the Mottormania one. It's on my YouTube channel. It's the new Mottormania series I'm doing, all themed around cars and anything with wheels. I'll be talking about. And yes, we've got quite a bit of news today to get on through on the podcast. So I thought I'm going to go over quickly some of the news that has been on the car news lately. Also talking about a little bit of motorsport news as well. We're going to start off with the car news now. I just want to talk about some cars that have quickly been announced. And yes, there has been some news that have been really interesting to us all. Also as well, the Tesla Model Y is going to be receiving an update. It has a revamp. It's going to land in the UK with a £61,000 launch edition. The world's best-selling electric car receives a revamp to boost public appeal new arrivals via facelifted Tesla Model Y. It was touted to arrive in April. The revised crossover initially launched in launch series trim only, featuring all-wheel drive, a long-range battery, 353 miles of WLTP range, and 0 to 60 time of 4.1 seconds. Also, regular long-range all-wheel drive models expect to arrive later this year, priced at above £51,000, and they're expected to feature a bigger range. Also, the rear-wheel drive version will start from around £46,000 as well. So, definitely an interesting car. The Model Y is certainly receiving a big facelift. It's going to have lots of updates coming as well. Obviously, the Model Y is a quite a popular car actually in the Tesla fleet as well. Obviously, we've got the Model 3s, quite a lot of them on the road. But yeah, the Model Y is certainly gaining a bit more popularity recently. I've certainly seen some driving around on the roads at the moment. So yeah, very interesting story, this one with Tesla. I think it will be an interesting car, to say the least. And I can't wait to see what Tesla are going to be doing with it, because I think it will be very interesting nevertheless on that one. So Tesla certainly having a new announcement there with the Model Y. Also as well, from the past week, we've had a few other car news stories that I want to couple of other ones that I really want to talk about as well. Obviously, we haven't done the show for a little while, so there has definitely been some new news that has been announced as well. I also want to talk about this. This is Xpeng. Xpeng. It's a company, I believe, based in China. If you think of amphibious cars, this might actually be very interesting. I want to talk about this. Xpeng. I know a lot of it's electric because a lot of companies are moving away from petrol, I'm afraid. But the Xpeng land aircraft carrier with flying car is on track for 2026. The six-wheel mothership will feature a range extender, electric powertrain used folding six, and it will fold into a 6-volt rotor aircraft. Both the car will be on E-Volt for electric vertical takeoff landing, and aircraft shown as racing boats. The CES tech show in Las Vegas. The Peng Motors claim the Chinese-bound electric car maker said there was around 3,000 people could be apparently ordering the car. Look at this. This is actually, I mean, I can't believe this. A car that converts into a plane or a helicopter? Like, is that actually really bizarre? I didn't even know car companies can even do that. That is actually very interesting. I have to say, I think there's certainly going to be a big trend coming on that one. Xpeng. Yeah, very interesting new car. And it's like going to be a new car and a plane. Is it like the Ford Anglia from Harry Potter? You asked me. Yeah. Certainly interesting as well on that one, to say the least. Also as well, I want to quickly talk about one more thing. I want to talk about this. There's a couple of news from America. The Ford Mustang is the next bit on the news, and we're going to be talking about this. This is the Shelby GT350. It's an iconic Mustang, very popular in America. I'll say very popular, but like these old Shelby Mustangs. Does anyone remember the original Shelby Mustangs back in the late 60s, early 70s? Like these Mustangs, when they were launched, they had powerful big, powerful V8 engines. You know, they modified the original V8s in these Mustangs. Well, Shelby are back again, fine-tuning the full Mustang once again. And it's back. And the GT350 variant will keep its old school V8, except now it is going to produce 799 brake horsepower. In fact, this car is going to be near pretty much an 800 brake horsepower super weapon in its hands. I mean, wow, 800 brake horsepower from a Mustang. Roughly 800 horsepower from brake horsepower for a full Mustang is nothing short of pretty insane. You know, the standard car does about 440, 50 brake, under 500. The new muscle car will be accompanied by an even more track-focused variant for the Shelby 350 GTR. It's now 60 years later, plus a track-ready GT350R. Both be all offered with a mighty V8 engine. I think it's the 5-litre V8. Supercharged V8, of course. The old school 6-speed manual will be staying. So this Mustang will not be an automatic. It's going to be an old school manual. If you like old school manual gearboxes, this might be one of the last chances you can get one. Must remember that the last Shelby GT350 was produced by Ford because it featured a flat plane crank V8 that could rev all the way to 8,250 RPM. But something new Mustang now. This time it's going to be built in-house by Shelby American. It's going to use a Coyote V8, produce 400. The more street-focused GT350 will have 473 brake horsepower. The Shelby can add a Whipple supercharger, which takes the output up to 799. Cost of needs 70% figure when using 93 octane American petrol, though 98 or 99 get as well, allow for even more power. Whether you throw the aspirated or supercharger coming with 6-speed manual gear for short throw or Ford's latest 10-speed automatic, I think you can get it with both. But yeah, no, this car is certainly going to be interesting. There's also the GT350R as well. It will feature special aero package as well. From JRI include fully adjustable shock absorbers, extra chassis stiffening, and upgrades from Alcon Racing as well. Also feature 4-point harness, carbon fiber inside, half roll cage for safety, extra stiffness. So yeah, in terms of the three GT350s, 562 were made in 1965. The company decided to build 36 of the GT350Rs are going to be made as well. So I can't wait for that car. And in fact, that car as well, the GT350R, will have 819 brake horsepower. So it's going to be a track weapon in its hands. This is essentially their answer to the Corvette ZR1. Except that car is going to be even more powerful, over 1,000 brake horsepower. So Chevrolet Corvette, clearly still outdoing Ford at the moment. And Shelby, obviously this is an in-house Shelby car. It's not going to be built by Ford. So, yeah, certainly interesting. But the 799 brake horsepower will be a manual. So, old school vibes, guys, if you want a GT350 Shelby. I'm sure that'll be on everyone's list as well. So, that's the end of that bit now. Today, not really a particularly long episode today, but I'm going to quickly talk about something very important now. Now, I'll be doing a video during the week on a car that I think really wants to be talked about. I'm going to be talking about this, guys, okay? Today, very quickly, I am going to be talking about some news for Ford. And I'm going to stay with Ford, actually, today, because I want to talk about this. I'm going to quickly talk about the Ford Fiesta. Now, I owned one of these cars. I owned a 2017 version of this car, and the Fiesta is an iconic car for everyone to drive. But I just want to quickly talk about this. And for me as well, it's an iconic car, and I just want to quickly mention that there has been a lot of rise in thefts of Ford Fiestas. This is a car that commonly gets stolen anyway, as any car, but I thought I'd mention this. This is very, very important news. So it's been confirmed to us on a report which was conducted by Argus. East Sussex claimed that they were apparently looking at regular Sussex police saying Ford Fiestas have clearly been on the rise. Police have issued a series of advice following Ford Fiestas thefts in East Sussex. Owners have been encouraged to review their vehicles' security, storage, and parking agents. Sussex police have issued guidance which include private vehicles, your home, your steering lock, fitted ghost, immobiliser and reprogramming. The advice is reports the full Fiesta has been targeted by thieves in specialist tools to gain into the entry. And the chief inspector said we increased in thefts to full Fiestas and they're working with officers to help identify stolen vehicles. So make sure as well that any of you own a full Fiesta out there, make sure that you always check your immobilizers. Make sure you check everything over, because if they do get stolen, it's not ideal and they could end up potentially becoming a problematic nightmare. So that's all I'm going to say on that. That's it for the Mottormania podcast. Thank you so much for watching and take care and goodbye.